Okay, so as in the last video we have discussed about the types of the medium. Alright, in today's video we're going to study about the types of spectrum. How many there are types of spectrum, right? So today we're going to study that. Now as you can see there are two types of spectrum as I've already written here. What those two types of spectrum are? Those are continuous spectrum and line spectrum. So we have two types of spectrum. Let me write this here. Spectrum, and we have already discussed about the spectrum is what? It is a band or it is a series of radiations either in the increasing order or in the decreasing order of wavelength or frequency. When any light, either that light is originated from the sun or electric bulb or from any source, is resolved into its constituent radiations, is what we call the spectrum, right? Now there are two types of spectrum. There are two types of spectrum. One and two, right? There are two types of spectrum. The first one is continuous spectrum. The first one is continuous spectrum, right? Continuous spectrum. Continuous spectrum. And another one is line spectrum, or we can say discrete spectrum. Line spectrum, or you can say discrete or discontinuous spectrum. Discrete or discontinuous spectrum. Spectrum. Alright. Discrete spectrum. So as in the last video, as I've already told you about the mediums, there are two types of medium, transparent and translucent. Now the continuous spectrum is produced by the transparent medium. And what was included in the transparent medium? For example, oil drop, water drop, and you can say prism, right? So this is produced by transparent medium. Transparent medium. While the line spectrum, discrete spectrum, or you can say discontinuous spectrum is produced by the translucent medium, or you can say opaque medium. It is produced by translucent or opaque medium. Opaque medium. And what was included in the translucent or opaque medium? There was element, molecule, atoms, right? Those were included, or those were producing the discontinuous, discrete or line spectrum. Now let me tell you the actual definition, or you can say the meaning of continuous spectrum. What is the meaning of this continuous spectrum, or why it is known as continuous spectrum? Let me tell you that. Now continuous spectrum is basically the type of spectrum which has no dark bands or bright spaces between the lines. As you can see here this picture, right? Here we have no clear cut boundaries. Here the boundaries or the different colors are mixed with each other, right? Different color here diffuse each other so that boundaries of different colors cannot be marked. Here boundaries are not marked, right? All the colors are diffused into it. And the best example of this continuous spectrum is rainbow after the rain, right? So the continuous spectrum is the type of spectrum which has no dark or bright spaces between the lines. You can see these are all lines, but there are no clear cut boundaries. Mean there are no clear boundaries cannot be seen between the lines, or the colors is called continuous spectrum. So if there are no clear cut boundaries between the colors and the colors are diffused with each other, that is known as continuous spectrum, and the best example of it is rain, right? So let me write here the definition of it. So there are no clear boundaries between the lines or between the colors. no clear boundaries can be seen between the diffused colors or between the colors, right? Colors, right? Diffused colors or colors. There are no clear boundaries can be seen between the colors or the diffused colors. Now let me highlight this point. This is the actual definition, right? And the best example of it is rain. Not rain, however, rainbow. Because in rainbow you can see all the diffused colors, and there the clear cut boundary is not seen between those diffused color, right? Now let me tell you the actual definition of the line spectrum or discrete or discontinuous spectrum. What is that? So here in the continuous spectrum we could not see the clear cut boundaries between the diffuse color. However, in the discontinuous or discrete or line spectrum we can see a clear cut boundary between the diffused colors, right? Here the colors won't be diffuse, there would be clear cut boundaries visible, right? So it is a type of spectrum which consists of lines with dark or bright spaces between them. So there are clear cut boundaries, clear boundaries or dark spaces between the colors, right? Between the colors, right? And as I've already told you, this would be gonna produced by the translucent or opaque object. Now as you can see here, I have two types of discontinuous spectrum as well, that we're going to discuss that in the next video. But we have two types of discontinuous, discrete or line spectrum as well, that I'm going to tell you. But as you can see, there are clear cut boundaries between them. Here you can see one boundary, here, right? There are clear cut boundaries. Here we have boundaries too. So in the line or in the discontinuous or discrete spectrum, you're gonna see the clear cut boundaries. However, in the continuous spectrum, you cannot see the clear cut boundaries. So this was all for today. In the next video, we're gonna discuss about the types of discontinuous, discrete or line spectrum.